Hi there, Spark here, bringing you a new guide on how to win as Austria. And I mean 100% guaranteed victory as Austria. If you get Austria, you should do this strategy because you win solo. Without any doubt whatsoever, if you do any other thing with Austria, you don't know what you're doing, because this is the only way to guarantee a solo as Austria. There are other ways to solo as Austria, but it's far from guaranteed. But this way works every time. Literally, I've played hundreds of games as Austria, and with this strategy, I've soloed every single one of them. So let me show you how to solo as Austria in every single game that you play. Of course, this relies on other players not knowing this strategy, because then they can counter it. But this strategy is extremely unknown in the diplomacy community. So, okay, first of all, let's analyze Austria. Austria is considered one of the most fragile powers in the first part of the game, because their centers of Vienna and Budapest are quite exposed to Russia and Turkey, that can easily squish Austria in a juggernaut, especially when Italy decides not to work with you. Okay. And yes, Vienna and Budapest are quite weak centers. Actually, I think that they're useless as Austria. You should just throw them away and not care about them. Vienna and Budapest support two armies that are quite useless for Austria, so let Russia take them and don't care about them, destroy those armies. You don't need anything. The key to Austria's success is Trieste. Trieste is the best supply center, the best home supply center that there is in the whole map. Why? Because it's the best place to build fleets. Forget about Edinburgh, Liverpool, London, Brest, Marseille, Naples, Smyrna, St. Petersburg. Trieste is the best place to build fleets. Why? I mean, personally, in real life, I'm Italian and I've been to the Adriatic Sea for vacation many times, and it's an amazing place to be. So yeah, first of all. And second of all, it's so easy to get out of Trieste and the Adriatic Sea area and get centers. I mean, it's so easy for Austria to put their fleets to good use. Unlike, I don't know, England has so many difficulties reaching useful spaces with their fleets, while Austria, so quick, so easy, so close to such important spaces such as Adriatic and Venice, which is a useful center to take with a fleet. So your strategy as Austria should rely on losing Vienna and Budapest and keeping Trieste at all costs, and start churning out fleets and not care at all about anything else. Some players say that the best opening as Austria is the so-called Balkan Gambit, in which you try to bounce Russia and Galicia, move Budapest to Serbia, and move Trieste to Albania. I disagree. I think that you should go hedgehog, Trieste to Venice, because as we know, no Italian player cares to lose Venice in 1901. So if they do something like, I don't know, this, you will take Venice 100%, and they won't bother to retake it. And then where do you go from there? After you presumably lose Vienna and Budapest, you want to capture Trieste. Of course, Trieste is yours. Venice. And you will, in time, with your many fleets that you will build, capture Rome, Naples, Tunis, Greece. To reiterate, every time you get a build a fleet in Trieste. No other way to win as Austria, guaranteed. So you will take every coastal province in the south, and everybody knows that in the south, whoever has naval superiority wins eventually. So yeah, there are so many centers bordering easily sea spaces in the south, unlike the north, for example, that it's most focused on armies. So you will take Trieste, Venice, then from Venice you go to Apulia and take Naples, from Naples Rome, then go to take Tunis and destroy Italy. Everyone knows that the first target for Austria should be Italy, because, generally when this happens, Russia and Turkey can't really take advantage of it. They usually get stuck, don't get anything of the Balkans really, and they're very weak after Italy is gone. So yeah, focus on Italy, take out Italy, and then you can turn on Turkey, and Turkey will be very weak at that point, and you can take them very easily. You can take, assuming you have not yet taken it, Greece, then go to Bulgaria, Constantinople, Smyrna, then go back to Constantinople, move to Bulgaria East Coast, and then take Romania, Sevastopol, and Ankara. And that's it. You just want Sevastopol from Russia, and eventually Romania, if they even have taken it at this point. You will assume that Russia has taken Vienna and Budapest at this point. You don't care about that. Destroy those useless armies, because you now are the powerhouse of the south. Then you head west. You head west and you go take Marseille, Spain, and Portugal. Everybody knows that France is such a difficult country to play because it's very difficult to defend, especially Marseille, Spain, and Portugal are so difficult to defend. So, it's very easy to take them usually, and France can't do really much about it. In fact, in this game, France will most likely die. Everyone knows that when Austria does well in a game, France usually does poorly because, they're natural enemies. On the other hand, you want to go Anschluss with Germany. You want to enroll Germany's help because Germany will take some centers from France, actually just one, Paris, because you want Brest. So you will take Marseille, Spain, Portugal, go to Mid-Atlantic Ocean and take Brest. And Germany will take Paris. England does not benefit very much from your awesome success as Austria. England and Austria are also natural enemies in this game, but England will usually manage to take Norway and maybe St. Petersburg from Russia. But Russia will have success, some form of success, taking probably Vienna, Budapest, and Serbia, unless Turkey takes Serbia. In that case, just let him live there. So at this point, after you've taken Brest, you have to go against England and take Liverpool and London. Those are the most easy centers to take. Assuming that Germany is still helping you, you can enroll them to help, because if Germany knows anything about playing Germany, they will also be building only fleets. So they will have the fleets to help you take London, for example. And so this is my strategy to Solo as Austria. You should reach 18 centers. You could probably go on. If the game didn't end at this point, you could probably take the whole coastal aspect of the board and let Germany and Russia maybe have the inland stuff. So to summarize, as Austria, and let me show how the board would look like. This is basically what board would look like by the end of the game, with you taking basically every coastal thing that there is, every coastal center in the east and west, when Germany has two armies, but mostly fleets, and Russia is unfortunately forced to have only Warsaw, Moscow, Vienna, Budapest, and Serbia inland centers where they can survive this game. So this will be mostly your end goal, and if you do this, you win solo 100% of the time. If you don't do this, it's really unlikely that you win solo. So just follow my advice, especially when you're playing against me, especially if I'm Turkey or Russia. I don't care if I lose against you, just do it. This was my guide for Austria. Hope you find it helpful. Send me your screenshots of your victories, and see you next time.